Hello, hello, and welcome back to our Experience Love Again after divorce. And I can't believe we are in our day 12. The time just flies when we have fun, isn't it? And I'm so happy and grateful for everybody who is joining, for all the experts that's come and taken the time from their busy schedule just to see all of you, just to say hi and give more value and say how important it is that to tune into this event and really show up for yourself. And let me just go around and everybody can introduce themselves. Sylvia, I'll start from you. Tell a little bit about yourself and what you're doing.
Good morning. I'm Sylvia. I'm a relationship success coach, and I help individuals transform their relationship, create a relationship, find the perfect match, or help them heal a relationship. It's all a
Beautiful.
basic tool. Yeah.
Yay. Awesome. Thank you. Sarah, how about you?
My mute. I'm so sorry.
Yes.
Hello. Yes, I am Sarah Sparks. I'm a divine channel. I'm a messenger of truth. What am I doing? I created the healed process, so I'm on a mission to connect with 1/8 of the planet and help them live a healed life.
Awesome.
So they
Beautiful.
can manifest that soul love relationship. Keep with the
Yay.
theme.
Totally. Woohoo. Cara, how about you?
Hi, I'm Cara. I do taking Cara business because I think I'm hilarious. I am a neurospicy leader, and I help neurospicy leaders lead for the new normal. And that looks like unwriting the hustle cult so that we can have more life in our life and more business in our business and make success safe.
Woohoo! Awesome sauce. Great. Awesome. Katrine, how about you?
Well, thank you for having me. I'm Katrina Horn, and I'm a dream life mentor. So I help my clients close back the gap between their real lives and their ideal lives, and that would include love.
Woohoo! Love is in the air. And that's where we transition to our sex coach. More
Yes,
love.
I'm a sex coach.
Gina, just tell a little bit about yourself.
And I do. I'm a personal coach. I am a relationship coach and I'm a sex coach. Why? Because studies have shown that 20% of divorces is because lack of education in that area. So what I do marry spirituality and sex. And
Mhm.
that's the best thing ever.
Awesome. Yay. Thank you so much. Gemma, how about you?
Hello there. I am a transformational life specialist, resilient, impactful trailblazer, and I help midlife women get more money, more love, and more time.
Love it. Awesome. Bruno, how about you?
So my name is Bruno. I am a self-love coach for women. I guide successful women to escape the dungeons of burnout, blame, shame, and guilt through awareness, embodiment, and ego detachment.
Yay, awesome. Thank you so much. So let's talk a little bit about the energy of the event because I just love these kind of events because not only we get connected as the experts and like we already talked about it before, like each one of us has something unique and whoever is going to watch these interviews is definitely going to connect to one of us. And it just like when I was interviewing each one of you, that was for me a lot of things to also learn. And these events are great because it's all about learning, it's all about taking charge of your life. Do not wait for the circumstances to change, do not wait for the lucky star just to hit you, right? Because it does hit you when you are starting to work on yourself. And that's exactly why we are here. That's exactly why we continue inviting and inspiring you to join this event. And let's talk more. Sylvia, tell a little bit like what would be the experience for the person who joins the event?
So this event is for single women, for married women. It's about exploring the next steps, right? How can I heal what's not working, and and create a whole new life. And we here, the many coaches here, each one has a different tool to help you with healing that pattern that is stopping you from having the perfect love life.
Love it. And I'm going to add also, this is also for men. We are not just saying this is for women, right? It's for men as well, because we love you, man, especially the ones who really want to work on themselves. I think that's the blessing, the biggest blessing, because what is the percentage of men that truly, work on themselves? So I just want to shout out for these men who signed up already. Like, I salute you, I celebrate you, because you are making a difference. Okay, Sarah.
Can I expand on that thought?
Of course, yes.
A healed masculine. I have one. I live with one. I manifested one. All of the story that I told, who I talked with Dina yesterday, gives me multiple orgasms, and then we have intense, amazing, meaningful conversations. So men, it's very beneficial to, not fight over the dishes or who's taking the trash out or who's doing the piddly shit, but actually heal all the stuff from your past that your mom and dad did to you, so you can have a really great kick-ass relationship. So take advantage of all these tools and step up the game and be a healed man, because I have one and it's amazing.
Yay, totally. Woo-hoo! Celebration, Cara.
I don't know what the question was, because I got totally distracted by capable, competent men, which I could totally talk about also. So I'm going to do that. One of the things my husband and I have started doing is because we were fighting over the little things and nitpicking and like just getting at each other. So we have what we call the shelf of hurt feelings, and it's a whole bunch of self-development books, and we grab them at random and open them at random and read a paragraph, and inevitably one of us is like, did you pick that on purpose? But we process and talk through it, and it has been one of the greatest hacks for just building healthy conversation around things that are like deep and real and personal.
Yes, totally. And I thanks for that amazing tool, because seriously, like, we always receive the signs from the universe if we are ready to notice them, right? Awesome, beautiful. Katrine.
Well, I was going to say that I think few parents from the previous generation have modeled those ideal relationships to us. So no wonder we're a bit lost, right? Because we haven't really seen those healthy, functional, vibrant relationships when we were young. And so we might have got into a little bit of a false impression, really. And I think this summit is really, really helpful in showing that something different is possible. And I think it starts with ourselves. So of course we can try and change our partners, right? But I think it would be much more efficient if we were willing to look at ourselves first. And I think if we could just love ourselves unconditionally, I say just, if we could be open and willing to love ourselves unconditionally, I think it opens the door for others to do it too. So that is where I would start.
Yay, love it. Thank you so much. Dina, what would you add to that?
Oh, something went off.
I hear the familiar music.
So the question was, what would
what is the value that people are adding by joining the event? And then it took us where it's supposed to take us, where we talk about like inclusiveness, that we salute every man who shows up here, because the healed man, as Sarah said, is the blessing from the sky. So that's exactly what we were talking about.
Yes. So I think you would, if you registered, if you've registered and you have noticed the experience that you have been dating us, I do think you chose to date the coaches, and the second date will be your choice of your choice. And I like to use dating as a way of learning, because then you by registering, or if you registered already, you can have a feeling already if there is a click. And that's what I teach during dating. You will see red flags, you will see the connection, you will feel it, and that you will be doing with us. That would be the experience, and you will check with yourself whether you want a second date with us, or a third, or whatever else. And I think that that would be the experience.
Oh my God, I love it. Look at these all creativity that just flows through, right? And it's amazing. It just, like being in that beautiful energy of, okay, let's have a playground and let's play and have fun. And meantime, learn something, because remember the way the kids learn during the play. And so we can do the same as the adults. Beautiful, beautiful way. Gemma, how about you?
I think that what is absolutely amazing, I also have my third last and dream husband, like multiple orgasm. You were mentioning Sarah, say, yeah, I know, that's pretty amazing when you can have that level of sacred connection, that level of beautiful spiritual that expand in the physical connection with your significant other. And that's beyond gorgeous, that's beyond beautiful. And one of the things that I learned in a healthy relationship after two failed marriages because of domestic violence um, is that, first of all, no secret in the couple. But that means to not be afraid to hurt his or her feelings. You deal with whatever comes up. You work out your emotion in real time. Because when you are afraid to hurt his or her feelings, you create another friction that can actually lead to divorce, because there is no trust anymore. When there is trust, when there is that confidentiality that you can share within your couple, that becomes a very healthy relationship. Even if sometimes, sure, we do hurt each other. Yeah, this does happen, but that's okay, because we actually express our emotions. If we disagree, like we really have divergent opinions, we take a step back and we ask each other, will it matter tomorrow? Will it matter in 1 year? Will it matter in 10 years? If the answer is yes, then we shall decide something, find an agreement or a disagreement, but like agree on something and do something with it. If the answer is, does it really matter? Not really. Okay, so can we agree to disagree? Can we
Mm-hmm.
both have a divergent opinion? Yes. Can we still love each other? Absolutely. Okay, so let's move on. You're right, I'm
Yay.
right. You're wrong, I'm wrong. So what? Let's move on.
I love it. Thank you so much, Gemma. Bruno, what would you say?
Yeah, well, I'd say that, it's like uh, when my parents got divorced, um, I never once heard them saying, "Yeah, you know what? But yeah, I know, but I did this." It was always like, "Oh, but he did this, and or but she did this, or and you did that," and they never like kind of took time to look at their own selves, right? And so it's like when you're trying to get that, when you're trying to be better than somebody else, like when you're trying to win against other people, right? You become bitter. But when you're trying to take care of yourself, you become better, right? And that goes for business, that goes for competition, that goes for sports, that goes for friendship, that goes for romance, that goes for everything in life. And this, it's if you sign up, not only you learn how to, you know, um, divorce, emotionally, physically, how to fully work on yourself, really reinvent yourself. Because obviously, the first is not just separating yourself from your partners, you're separating yourself from routines, from habits. You're separating yourself from energies that you dealt with multiple times in your life. you're starting new. You're having a completely new beginning. And so it's not just really about the habits you're going to like develop, right? Or the habits you're really learning. It's my sound is going on enough. Uh, it's way more about how you can take accountability, right? It's really how you can take accountability because you should never wait for others to change. You should just make the change yourself, right? You're responsible for your own safety, right? Yeah, that's really about it. More than the habits you're going to learn in here when you sign up, which you should have already. But if you haven't signed up, join, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's also you're going to learn how to take accountability. You're going to see that taking accountability doesn't have to be filled with pressure, or it doesn't have to be heavy or burdening because you don't know what you're doing, right? And you can change
Mm-hmm.
your own.
Absolutely.
So,
Awesome.
of course,
All right. Thank you so much. So what I wanted to say as well is, you know what, sometimes when we are just in the weeds and we are just, like processing our emotions, sometimes we can be just kind of numb and do not want to seek the advice or the help. But we just want to extend this invitation, how helpful it can be. And I just wanted to say, like, let's just go around and say a short, like short version. How did you start working? When was the first time when each one of you started to work on yourself? Because for me it was 6 years ago, when I was on the verge of the divorce. That was like that a wake up moment for me, because before I was just living my life as a lot of people do, the work, the family, and there was nothing beyond it. And that really, that event that was happening in my life caused me to start asking more deeper questions, caused me like really understand that there is so much more to life than just, whatever I was operating from. And that was like the catalyst moment for me, where I realized that as long as we are working on ourselves, we can make our life so much better. We do not have to depend on the partner. We do not have to depend on the economy. We do not have to depend on any outside circumstances. We have ourselves, and we can actually create the life that we truly want, our life and our love life. Um, can you please, Sylvia, share a couple of words? When did it start for you?
My self-development started in 1999, and it really shook me. When I first had the realization, actually, I have a say. I'm not a follower. I'm not being directed, right? I have a say what I want. I remember I cried for days, but that was the beginning. And I knew I had to change something. That was missing. What was missing is the real help to teach me how can you save this marriage at that time, right? And I was such a victim in, like, when you hear, okay, I need to change something. The beginning, it was so new for me and my husband, my first husband, that he didn't like it. He said, you're participating in a cult. But it was
Oh my
transforming.
God, same thing with mine.
but it was but it was transformational work. And the beauty, after a couple of years, he came to me and said, I want to have what you have. And that was the first step to healing, to actually communicating about what doesn't work, what do you need, or why do I not speak my needs. So it started then, 1999. But I didn't get really clarity until 2008. Long time. Thank you for asking.
Awesome. That's beautiful. I love these shares, because people can connect to our stories and understand why do we do what we are doing. Sarah, how about you?
Yeah, after I got divorced, I wanted to find out why I married someone I knew I did not love. Like I knew it with every fiber of my being, like what made me go through with it. And I can honestly say it to be completely healed. Now there was like, I read a lot. I hired a coach, which then helped me think differently. So like someone outside of myself, because like you cannot solve the same problem with the same thought process, or you cannot solve the problem with the same thought process that created it. So like I would read a whole bunch of books, but I'd read it from the same thought process that created the problem. So it really wasn't helping much. And so then I hired somebody. That was like my first step. Then I became a coach and all the things, but be completely healed and like heal my core wound was like July of this year.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
So like
yeah.
this started like 15 years ago. So then
Mhm.
Divine took me through the healed process. And so now I want to say people 15 years at least. So, and so I would start with the discovering your core wound quiz if you want to save yourself 15 years. And that's my freebie offer. So yeah, but I initially just wanted to know why I married someone I knew I didn't love. So.
Yeah, it's so important to identify these things and understand that we are still on the journey, no matter where we are. Everybody is on their own journey, but it's about, you know, healing, growing, and becoming. It doesn't mean that it's going to take you years to attract your, you know, true love.
And that's
But
what yes. Can I add it? I know I just
yes,
can I just intercede,
yes.
like, or interject that, like, you do not have to stop your life and you're looking for love. Like I found the love. He came to me, manifest, whatever you want to call it, had 2 children, started a business, moved several times, learned to listen to my divine guidance, tapped into my soul, like created millions of dollars or received whatever. And like, you can still have the successful business. You still can move forward with life and heal all at the same time. You don't have to just be like, I'm going to compartmentalize my life and I have to stop it and I can't do anything else. So I want to encourage that.
Yes, it's this and that. There is no such a thing as you have to choose. You can have this and that, whatever you want to. Awesome. Cara, how about you?
When did I start on self-development? I don't know, 5. I have always been aware that I was different, that the world and I just didn't seem, other people seemed to get it better than I did. Like they just understood things in ways that just didn't make sense. So I started very young. My early classes, we took dancing and theater and singing so I could figure out how to present human-y. And that carried through most of my life. One realignment after another. I lived in Mexico for 2 years when I had my quinceañera and my sweet 16 in Mexico. And that was life shaping and realigning, really opened my eyes to the level of development that can happen in a world, not just in a person. But the trigger event that got me directly here today was my brother's suicide 7 years ago. And then it stopped being okay to just do personal development. And I felt challenged to make the world a safer place for other people to be in because he didn't feel that. And that wasn't okay for me.
Oh my God. Thanks so much for sharing. And I know it's just like, exactly. A lot of people feel helpless and you don't want people to end their lives just because of that, because the help is always available. That's why we are here, right? Awesome. Thank you
Like literally
so
you don't have to be in a place where you are miserable. You get to
Exactly.
be happy. And if you have to
Yes.
leave situations or you have to find new situations or you have to adapt your current situation, you're allowed to like be happy.
Yes. We have to choose, you know, like choose you. That's the most important thing, right? Awesome. Katrine, how about you?
Well, I just so resonated with what Cara just shared. I started my journey when I was very, very young because I was just totally weird too. And I just sort of said to myself, well, let's just try it out. You know, what have you got to lose? Why not just dream really, really big, like, and then see what happens? So I had this sort of defining moment where I said, in life, if it's only fear stopping me, I won't let it. And I remember the moment in bed when I had that idea for the first time, and that empowered me to want to go to music college in London. So I was born in a different country. I had to emigrate to London. I didn't have to, but I chose to. And that just started me thinking that, wow, everybody my entire life have been telling me that I can't do what I want to do. And look at me, just look at me. So it might not look the way I thought it would look or any of that, but it just really set me free because I realized that I'm not like other people, and that's okay. Like, they're free to be them and I'm free to be me. And for me, some things are possible and they might not be for others and they might not want them, right? And that's okay too. But at the beginning, I did everything through a lot of suffering. Like, I thought, oh, I have to suffer my way to my next level, and I have to suffer myself to success and all of that. So I would say it's only quite recently that I have let go completely of that idea that I have to suffer my way. Yeah, no pain, no gain. But I think it's also like pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional. And I think we can really change, or that's what I work with my clients on now, is that we change through desire instead of through the pain or the suffering, right? So I'm still a work in progress. And with my work, I'm still developing like crazy ideas. I had this weekend, I discovered I was still buying into the idea that I must be less myself, because if I'm too full of myself, like, that is just too threatening for people. So I still had that idea that there was something wrong with me if I wanted to be full of myself. And so there's always layers, there's always things of evolving. And I think that's just part of being human. So what I want to say with all that is it's not an end destination, right? It is the journey. So let's enjoy it.
Yeah, beautiful. Thanks so much for your share. Dina, how about you?
So I remember, this is a very good question. I remember I've been seeing entities, energies all my life, and I didn't know what they were. Yeah, Sarah. And I was very afraid, and so afraid that I got eczema and psoriasis all over my skin because of the stress. So my mom was very religious. So when I saw these energies, she came with her Bible and she sat alongside, and I could sleep. And when I went to study, and I came back, and I met a lady that was teaching meditation and a lifestyle, and she was teaching on energies, how to work with energies, and I took the class, and I practically we started it that thing on the island. So that started my self-development in that area. And with intimacy and sex, it's like it was haunting me. So I'm spiritual. I don't want to do anything with sex. That's how I started developing in that area, because it was haunting me. So when I got myself educated that it's part of me, I should embrace it and be grateful that only me, so only I can work in that area with my people. So I started to
That's
coach
beautiful.
my coaches. Yes.
Yeah, and remember, sexual energy is creative energy, and a lot of people are not aware of it. We are creating from that sexual energy. So, more sexual energy the person has, the more manifestation is at place. So it's really goes hand with hand. So awesome! Thank you so much. How about you, Gemma?
That pivotal moment that started my healing and transformation journey was when I was trying to leave my second abusive relationship. I tried so many things, nothing worked. I tried even to report to police. Even that night, I was still back home as if I never left. And as I couldn't take it anymore, I decided to commit suicide. And now I'm listening to to Cara, who said, "Yeah, yeah, my brother did actually commit. Yeah, okay." I almost, if it was not for God's intervention, I would never be here today. And what happened is that from that key pivotal last second rescue from God, because I heard the voice of God directing me differently. From there, I actually met with my now husband, who consistently blessed me and is blessing me to this day with everything possible. So if that is not a proof that healing and transformation is possible, I don't know what it is. I
Mhm.
experienced healing and transformation from the moment I actually surrendered and say, all right, I'm going to say I'm open to being helped, even though I don't know what help would look like. And I received help in ways that are divine and miraculous.
Wow, that's so beautiful. Thanks so much for share. And Bruno, when did you start to work on yourself? And like it's great that you're so young, and I just enjoy the fact that you are so aware.
Yes. Can you hear me well?
Yes.
Yep. Okay. So, you know, I also tried to commit suicide when I was 17 years old. Um, I spent majority of my life until today because I only really started my I spent 17 years hating myself, not loving myself, downgrading my own worth, um, denying myself because people denied me as well. So I thought, I'm gonna deny myself too because people the way people must be that way, right? People pleasing on all kinds of things. And this is actually a true story. So I had this girlfriend, and then I immigrated to England from Portugal. I never wanted to go there, and I remember the only love I had in life was literally for my girlfriend, literally. Um, and although I didn't see how selfish that was at the time, I throughout time did because I needed her more than I needed myself, which means that in some way or another I was using her, even if I didn't really had that intention. I was seeing her as usage, right? Although I did see her um, as a as somebody I love. Um, but we broke up, right? And so I went into this massive depression, and I started taking accountability, and I started saying, you know what, like this is it. This is gonna work. Give this a chance. Like give life a chance. Like you denied yourself all your life because people denied you too. You were bullied for 6 years in kindergarten, and then primary school. You, at that time, I only was humiliated in public once. I was humiliated in public 3 times more after that. So I would say 4 times in 3 countries. Um, but yeah, it's like honestly, today I can probably say like, and like, excuse my language, but I just don't give a fuck. Like I just don't care because like you have people in this world like they're just so afraid of like, oh my god, public humiliation. Oh no, oh my god, once. Oh no, I killed myself. Yeah, I've been through that 4 times, so I don't even care. Honestly, like I should have been dead by now because honestly, like majority of people would have been dead by now, literally. Well, I just don't have reasons to care. I have reasons to help, and that's really what I want to do, right? Just to help as many people as I possibly can. I focus on women. I'm 23 years old, but I feel better than I ever did, and it's not because I'm 23 and young physically. It's just because I feel like I'm super. I feel free. I feel free because like 6 years ago, if somebody told me at 23 years old, you're gonna be, surrounded by beautiful women, right? And they're in a summit, and people see you as the highest authority, right? People do see you as an authority, and they see you as an expert. And people get impressed by how young you are and how much you know and how wise you are and everything. And your energies are awesome. And when you come into the place, people feel your energy and they love it and they say something different in you. I'd be like, no, you're a scammer. I mean, like, you're scamming me. You're absolutely scamming me. Um, so yeah, but that's the reality, and I'm grateful for that a lot. But that's the thing is like, like we are like our best friend or we are our worst enemy, right? And whether if it is in the relationships, whether if it is in friendships, right? If you know that, if you know, like, if you feel and and you believe that the place you are now in life is not for you, then every single moment in time, every second, every minute, every hour, you always have the power to say, enough is enough, right? And then you start slowly but surely to change, right? As fast as you can or as slowly as you can. Everybody's different. Everybody adapts faster or doesn't. Some people take a little bit longer than others. Some people are faster, right? But just the fact that you're able to say enough is enough, because I remember in my depression when I finally started taking accountability for my life, I lost 5 kilograms, and I wasn't, I was never overweight. I mean, I could see my own collarbone. I could see, like, I remember I could see my own, like, my own bones in my chest, right? So I was weighing like 45, 45, no, 45, sorry, 55. I was weighing 55, and then I dropped down to 49.5, right? Kilograms. I don't know how much that is in, but yeah, right. So, and then I joined the gym, and I literally thought to myself, like, it's like, oh, I'm not worthy of anything, who cares? But I was the one saying that to myself. I was the one believing that, right? So I just told that to myself all the time, right? What was I expecting? Of course, I was gonna believe the same thing I was telling myself. If that's everything I say to myself, that's everything I'm going to end up believing and feeling like I'm worthy of, right? So the things we say to ourselves also matter a lot. And when I think like in the first month that I joined the gym, um, I got like 11 kilograms more. So I went from 49.5 like to 60 kilograms. So, but like that was the first ever time like it showed me that I was worth something, right? And from then on, I just said to myself, like, what else can I do? How far can I go? How far can I take? What other improvements can I do, right? And then I got into spirituality, emotionality, and yeah, that's really what it is. But like we always have the power. I started my progress like 6 years ago, and I'm proud that like my suicide attempt didn't work, because then I wouldn't be here. So that's great. You're muted. Irina, you're muted.
Awesome sauce. So let's just wrap it up. Again, I'm so happy and so grateful for each one of you to join me, and for everybody who is watching us live or in the replay and still haven't joined. There is still time to join, because look at our stories. Remember, your pain becomes your purpose. You are experiencing what you are experiencing for a reason. And it's your job to understand what is the reason behind that. And we are here to help you to really tap into that and really live the life at a different level. And that's why we are here. That's why we continue inviting. That's why we continue encouraging you that life is just, when you are ending one chapter, there is another one to start. And let's start it strong. And that's exactly what we are doing here. Thanks so much, everybody. If anybody wants to say the last words before we wrap it up. Yes, Gemma. And then
I'm just saying thank you. Register so that we can actually see you
yay,
in person, connect
absolutely,
with you. If
absolutely.
done.
Yes. Sarah, did you want to say something? No, you're good. All right. Love you all. And tomorrow is our live at 11 o'clock. So anybody in the 11 Eastern Standard Time, anybody wants to join and have a little bit of the discussion, we are welcome. And that's it. That's it for today. Be the leader in your life and continue living the life to the fullest, because you are the one responsible for it, nobody else. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.